Welcome to Veterans Benefits Done Right. This is Chris talking today. We're going to go over the 526B. Now, the reason why it's a B, if you think of your 21-526, which was your application for compensation and or pension, a very important form, this basically is the same thing, but it is a one-page supplemental claim for compensation. And this is what the form looks like. You're going to get an idea. It's one page. It's going to be very simple. So we're going to break this down the main section at a time. But before we do, let's just go through the real basic stuff here. You know, you're going to have your name here, your social security number, your file number, your address, you know, that basic stuff you have to have. And so now that we've got that underway, let's just move on right to the important stuff. Okay, so let's just move on to part two, the information about the claim. Right through here, this is the nuts and bolts of everything that we want to talk about. So we're going to take these one at a time. Okay, so this is under number 7. It says, I would like to file a claim for, well, it says increased evaluation of the disabilities for which I'm ready or already service connected. What this is for is if you have a new condition, a totally different, you've had a new evaluation because something that you have previously received an award for has gotten significantly worse since your award. So it has intensified, it has magnified, it is worse. This is an example where the evaluation of the disability has clearly shown that it has gotten worse. And you can go ahead and you provide what this disability is, and you provide the information in there, and go from there. You want to provide what it is, who diagnosed it, and you're going to want to support all that paper. I'm also going to point out that when you submit this, you're also going to submit that 4138, the statement in support of your claim, clearly outlining what you are presenting in this packet. Okay, let's move on to the second thing. We've got the service connection for new disabilities. Now in this thing, this might be, for example, I don't know, let's say you already had one particular problem, but now all of a sudden, you know, you've heard the VA has acknowledged Agent Orange, and there's 14 of those presumptives, one of them being ischemic heart disease. So all of a sudden, now the heart disease that you've had, now we can document, and it is in fact service connected. So you may have previously had PTSD, you may have previously had a 20-30% rating for other types of injuries, tinnitus and whatever, but this now is a new disability, this heart disease, because it was not acknowledged previously. So once again, we want to list these and we want to document these. Let's go down to the third one. I am reopening a previous claim denied disability. Well, once again, that talks right in the face of the Agent Orange, all the presumptives. We have diabetes, we have Parkinson's, we have hairy cell leukemia. There are a number of things, heart disease. So this is new, okay? This is absolutely new. So you're going to support your new evidence with your new diagnosis, and that's where all this is going to go. Now the last one here, the disabilities that are secondary to my existing connected disability. Let's say, for example, you previously had a service-connected disability rating for diabetes. Well, at the time of your award, let's just say you had a certain percentage rating, but this now has intensified since the time of that award, and now you're suffering from neuropathy secondary to that diabetes. It is not the main cause, but the neuropathy is secondary. It is the cause from having the diabetes. That's what we're talking about, secondary conditions and so forth. So put those down here, and that's what we're going to do with this. Alright, so relative to whichever one you're putting in here, obviously I certainly hope you're not able to fill out all 4 of these, but we're going to have the name and the location of the medical center that has the records relative to what we're talking about up here in number 7, the address, once again, that has these records. They want to know if there's any private records relative to this. If so, you're going to have to attach those treatment records to this form, and if you're going to need to have another records release, then just do so. It's with the form 214142. It's the authorization and consent to release information. Okay, now we're going to go down here. I would like to file a claim for other benefits. Well, maybe you're now incapable of taking care of yourself 100%, and you need help changing, bathing, numerous things under the category of aid and attendance. You would check this off. Maybe there's something relative to the automobile allowance. Maybe the automobile has to be modified in some degree, or some other types of benefits. I don't know those all in detail right now off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's there. If this seems pertinent to you, then you follow up on it. Now here it says I'd like to file a claim for additional benefits because my spouse is seriously disabled. Now this is something that you would deal with in items 10A and B. So you have your spouse's name here and her social security number or his social security number. And it's real simple. You sign this right here and you date it. And like I said before, you're going to submit this with a 4138, which is the application to support your claim, statement of claim, also known as your cover letter. So you're going to have the cover letter, you're going to have this form, and you're going to have the supporting medical documentation to support what you've written down here. Okay, so it's one page. This one's not too bad. Okay, that's it for the 21-526B. We'll see you on the other side. If you need to download this form, don't hesitate to do it. It's a one-pager, and we'll see you in the next video.